Howdy gang, Sam Cooper here, back for another mystery record unboxing video, number 2 if you're keeping count. If you click the channel below, you can go back and see the previous video. I'll include my Instagram handle where I have other photos and other videos as well if you're into that kind of thing. Doing this every single Monday, so please feel free to like and subscribe and share with your friends. I'm honestly really enjoying this. This is a blast to me. This is exactly the kind of videos I like to watch personally, so it's a blast that I can actually do it on my own now. Just to give you a heads up, I buy a lot of records, I don't open them, and I've been saving them to shoot videos like this. So I honestly have no idea what record's in what box. I have no idea what kind of variant it is. It's all as new to me as it is to you. I pre-opened these boxes, so I removed the plastic record sleeves ideally for less kind of glare when I show it off, but also to kind of streamline the process because as much as I love companies that tape the F out of the box, it takes some time to open them up. So I pre-opened them. I didn't look, didn't peek. This is all new to me. So without further ado, the first box I received from Cosmic Key Creations. I placed a few orders with them. They're from the Netherlands. Really happy that they came through, honestly. But I can't tell you what's in what box. And since that box was so taped up, thankfully, these first two I had left outside. Again, haven't looked yet. So without further ado, I'm going to reach down and pull up the first one. Borknagar. This is I guess you could just say it's a black metal band, but obviously it's a little more than that. I wouldn't say they're like necessarily avant-garde. I wouldn't say that they're like folky, but they definitely have all kinds of influences that I feel like you're not too far off if you're like, oh, they're like a weird avant-garde folky kind of black metal band, This album, The Olden Domain, is pre-ICS Vortex. Who was like probably one of my favorite musicians, not gonna lie. I saw that Cosmic Key Creations was having a sale, and this album was up there, so I just immediately went out and bought it. I purchased a second record as well, which I haven't seen yet. But the idea was that I wanted to buy two, because shipping overseas can be a pain. But let's take a look at the record itself, shall we? It is a clear variant, Clear like a nice snowy day in the Netherlands. Very fitting. Very excited to listen to this album, actually. Big fan. It's not my favorite one, but I honestly am a really big fan of this. Bummed that their tour with Rotting Christ in the US got canceled. I was really looking forward to that. Thank you, pandemic. But their last album, True North, is also amazing. If you're not familiar with them, you should be and should definitely check them out. The second record in this package, classic. Immortal, At the Heart of Winter. And wow, look at these boys back here. Look at these boys. Oh man, this album slays. It is just, in my opinion, it's flawless. And look at these flawless looking boys. Faces that only a grumpy, angsty teenage boy like myself could love. I'm not the biggest Immortal fan. I like them, but I'm not like crazy in love with them. But this album is flawless. Their later solo work, like the last Immortal album and the latest like Avath record, are both really good, to be honest. So they still got it. But let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at this record, shall we? Oh, fitting. Look at that. This like clear see-through like snowy blue-white. It's almost like the icy water is finally melting in the fabled lands of Bloshrik. I forget what they call it. But wow. Very fitting variants for very frosty bands, thanks to Cosmic Key Creations. Cosmic Key does a lot of like reissues of like cool stuff that I've been really into, so they've been doing a whole lot of Borknagar, or a lot of Old Man's Child, Sentenced, Covenant. So definitely keep an eye on them. They have a pretty sweet distro shop, which is why and where I got this Immortal one from. They have a whole bunch of Enslaved up there. Really cool. Super glad that I found them, to be honest. But moving on to package number 2. This one is also from Europe. This one's from Sweden, from Nordvis Productions. Take a little peek. Woo! Excited about this one. This one is again, loosely, I guess, atmospheric black metal. But a lot more heavier on the synth, which is exactly my kind of black metal. It's exactly my kind of style. This is Lustra, The Ashes of Light, their new album that came out earlier this year. I actually have not heard this one yet. I've been purposely putting it off until it came in and I got it in my hands, and now it's here. His last few records, like a one-man project, have been out of this world. The kind of stuff that always makes my year-end list. Huge fan. This is the kind of guy that no matter what he does, like I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna support it. So I was really stoked to grab this one. Oh, I guess we're keeping up the theme. You know, this little snowy blue right here. Big fan. Looks real gorgeous. Looks beautiful. Love it. Trying to ignore that glare from the phone. Double me, double the fun. This is really cool. You know, it's a very streamlined set of records so far, but stuff that like I am super into. You know, I'm a huge black metal fan. That's probably like my big go-to one. But the synth heavier stuff, like Lustra, I think is just like, that's exactly my style. That's what does it for me. That's what I look for. Whew, excited. Box number 3, shall we? Okay, so this one is from, shipped out of the United States. I always appreciate a nice please do not bend. Please do not bend. I've heard horror stories personally. Myself, I have never experienced anything bad, but I always appreciate someone, a nice seller, looking out for you. Round of applause to all those sellers looking out for people, you know? And looking at the back of this record, I don't know what this is. I do not know. Oh, that's cool. This, guys, this is XI. XI is an instrumental metal band, kind of along similar lines to something like Pelican or Russian Circles, Red Sparrows. If you're into that kind of like progressive, like heavy metal instrumental sound, you'll love this. The added bonus, though, is that it features Colin Stetson, the famed saxophonist. He worked with like Bon Iver, the Arcade Fire. Lately, he's been doing some scores. He did scores for films like Hereditary, Color Out of Space, which are both amazing in my opinion, score-wise. And this album is a band I don't know who put it together, but I know he's prominent in it. He's kind of like the selling point they put together. And as far as I'm concerned, I think it's the only release that they have. It's a band that I've wanted to see live for a while now. Never got around to it, unfortunately. I think I missed my chance twice, which sucks. But here's hoping for the third time. And it's this kind of like smoky, gray, green kind of variant color. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but I can assure you it looks really cool. They're a Relapse artist. I'm really hoping that they put some more stuff out in the future, you know, because to be perfectly honest, I really like this album. This is an album that I don't necessarily go out of my way and listen to all the time, but it's the kind of album that like whenever I do, it feels like I'm listening to them for the first time. XI with Colin Stetson is an absolute incredible album. If you have not heard this, but you like instrumental metal, you have got to check it out. Also, it's nice to kind of mix up all this frosty black metal down here. Little instrumental piece. XI. Really cool. Last package. I've been doing this thing where I kind of like to end the video with the fourth package being a 7-inch. I'm a big fan of 7 inches, as I explained in the last one. And I was really hoping that this one would come through, and it has. So without further ado, bam, the latest split from Spectral Voice and Hedonist. And Hedonist is a band I'm honestly not familiar with, but Spectral Voice is a band that I absolutely love. I saw them once in the past. Absolutely killer show, fantastic. I avoided pre-ordering, buying this when it first came out because I had plans to see them with Crips. I still had my ticket, I believe. Fortunately, it got canceled, which is a bummer. Crips is another Death Doom band, I think from Finland, who are absolutely phenomenal. I know there's like a glut of Death Doom bands right now, but like Crips is like my underdog in my opinion. I think they're just fantastic, you know, absolutely fantastic. Dark Sun Records, gotta give them a shout out, you know, all you Blood Incantation boys, you know, Horrendous, Spectral, Crips. Great label, big fan. I am honestly pretty happy that this is here. This is really cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Like I said, love Spectral Voice. I have their like previous split as well, so this one's a no-brainer for me. And I guess like the theme is for today, you know, is frosty blue, because here we go, a nice frosty blue for you guys. So that's really cool. I know the show will be rescheduled, but who knows when that will be. But I will absolutely be there. Again, huge fan of Spectral Voice. I had ordered their repress of Corridors of Unbeing. That's somewhere in those stacks of boxes back there. So maybe one day soon we'll get to look at that one too. So yeah, this is a bunch of records that I bought. I'm very excited to listen to them. Always excited to support bands and labels and stuff like that, especially in these hard times. And it's also important as a fan to kind of keep yourself excited and keep that momentum going, and if that means buying some records to like party out to and whatnot, then like do it. Pretty soon I hope to have like my record setup going back again, a nice little piece I can just kind of prop these bows down, and not smash my window with. Open up some cool records with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I can't stress how much I just love shooting videos like this. This is like exactly the kind of stuff that I love. It's just showcasing physical media, getting people like interested and just like hungry to like talk about and look at this kind of stuff. So yeah, if you see anything cool, like leave in the comments below. Let me know. Shoot me a message. I love talking about music. I love talking records. And guess what? I will see you guys next Monday. A whole new episode, 4 whole new boxes, some really cool stuff that I don't know what's in there, but it'll be a lot of fun. So again, thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys all next week. Take care.